10 to 15 miles an hour. Gusts up to 30 miles an hour in the morning. Chance of rain 70%. Heat index values up to 100 in the afternoon. Sunday
Good evening, this is the Weather Monkey.
cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Humid with
I know with a warm front approaching
south winds 5 to 10
and the
miles
time of day,
chance of rain.
this is a perfect setup for a
Index values up to 100 early in the evening.
thunderstorm complex to go a little elevated and possibly severe.
Thunderstorms in the morning.
So I thought I would
Highs in the lower 90s.
start my stream
South winds 10 to
and see what happens.
chance of rain 50%.
So
Once again,
I just want everybody to enjoy it,
rest of tonight. Mostly
and we'll see what comes of this.
storms. A chance of showers early this evening. Done showers. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain 80%. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXJ86 in La Crosse or Station KGG95 in Winona. Broadcasts originate at the National Weather Service Office in La Crosse, Wisconsin. The current time is 8:57 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 8 p.m. at La Crosse, it was mostly cloudy. The temperature was 75 degrees, the dew point 57, and the relative humidity 53%. The wind was southeast at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.86 inches and falling. In Winona, it was cloudy. The temperature was 70 degrees, the dew point 61, and the relative humidity 73%. The wind was southeast at 3 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.86 inches and falling. Across the tri-state area at Rochester, a thunderstorm was reported with a temperature of 66. It was mostly cloudy with a temperature of 73.
I have been watching the radar,
74 at Platteville,
and
23 at Decorah. It was cloudy
southwest of here, down near Harmony,
6 at Black River Falls,
a storm is
at Eau Claire, rain and fog.
increasing in
Temperature of 63. Elsewhere across the region, it was partly cloudy.
strengthening.
In Dubuque and 82 at
So
It was mostly cloudy with a temperature
it's going to come up this way, and of course in front of it is this developing storm.
It was cloudy with a temperature of 77 at Mason City and 64 at Minneapolis. And now we'll look at your forecast for the La Crosse area. Rest of tonight. Mostly cloudy with a chance of thunderstorms. A chance of showers early this evening, then showers. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain 80%.
So we'll keep an eye on this,
Mostly cloudy with showers and thunderstorms likely in the morning, then mostly sunny.
although I think the majority of the storm is probably
More humid with highs in the low
back
90s.
farther.
South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Gusts up to 30 miles an hour in the morning. Chance of rain 70%. Heat index.
But as you can see, there is some lightning,
Afternoon. Sunday night.
and as long as there's consistent lightning, it means the storm is strengthening.
Lows in the lower 70s.
We'll see what happens.
10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Heat index values up to 100 early in the evening. For Monday, hot.
Because this storm wasn't even here 20 minutes ago.
Storms in the morning. Highs in the lower 90s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Once again, the forecast for rest of tonight. Mostly cloudy with a chance of thunderstorms. A chance of showers early this
Actually, this line that's increasing strength is going to probably go south of Winona. But if it does, we'll head over to like Dakota or south to La Crescent. And if nothing else, we get a good downpour, we can get out on the interstate and see how it goes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And follow on Facebook. I do have a page on Facebook, but I cannot broadcast from it. Facebook changed their rules. You have to have 100 subscribers to broadcast live, or have an account, and I should say have an account for 60 days. Well, I don't know how you're supposed to get subscribers if they're not going to push your feed out. They have an account for 60. I am hearing a lot of thunder to the south of here. But as I'm watching the radar, I actually do see some more cells developing from St. Charles through Lewiston down to about Wilson. So let me put my window up here because it is starting to rain. And I'll keep an eye on them for a second. There is a way I can show you the radar. And if I could figure this out to work all the time, I would do it. Let me see if I can get it to work. Yeah. Okay. So there's the radar. Let me move it to make it more useful for what we're doing here. Okay, the blue dot is where I'm at. Let me get it up here. I don't know if you can see the blue dot or not. But if I could hold my phone here the whole time, it'd work. I think I'm going to find a way to mount the phone onto the iPad so I can just set it in here. So basically, I know I got to stop moving it around. So basically, if we leave it in one spot, you'll be able to see. But that's the rain that's just to the south of me, and the rain that's developing just to the west. So, I'll turn that off so you don't have to continuously look at me. Might help if I turn the wipers on. You might be able to see a little better. I'll give it a few more minutes here, and I'm going to time this right. I'm going to leave here, and I'm going to head east towards the Mississippi River. And if I do it at the right time, I should drive through a pretty good downpour. We'll see what happens. And I have discovered that if I mess with my camera every now and then, it'll stay on. Otherwise, it'll time out. So, if I move things around just a bit, I've got a better chance of the camera staying on. I think over the next couple days, with that heat coming in, things have become more active. I'll roll the window down a little bit more again. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the thunder or not. Yeah, we're right on the northern tip of that line of storms that just blew up half hour ago, where we're sitting here. But the line is filling in. It's from, well, let's see here. Basically, the line is from Harmony. Now, this is the out front line. There's another line behind there, but that's weaker storms. This line here is from Harmony through Rushford, through extreme western Wilson Township, and then it curves back and goes through Lewiston. So, if it keeps developing, then we'll have some interesting lightning and rain. If not, we won't. Sometimes with a warm front out like this coming in, the air will become unstable in front of it, and then it'll rain and cool it, and then it'll just collapse and fall apart. So, we'll see.
River Falls and 73 at Decorah. It was cloudy with a temperature of 70 at Sparta, 62 at Eau Claire, 65 at Rochester, 72 at Preston, and 68 at Camp Douglas. Elsewhere across the region, it was partly cloudy with a temperature of 74 at Dubuque and 80 at Waterloo. It was mostly cloudy with a temperature of 75 at Boscobel and 74 at Madison. It was cloudy with a temperature of 74 at Wisconsin Dells, 76 at Mason City, and 64 at Minneapolis. Here is the forecast for selected sites along the Mississippi River as of 8 p.m. Saturday. At Wabasha, the forecast for Sunday is 11.5, Monday 11.4, and on Tuesday 11.4. At Calumet Dam 4, the forecast for Sunday is 10.0, Monday 10.8, and on Tuesday 10.7. At La Crosse, the forecast for Sunday is 10.5, Monday 10.4, and on Tuesday 10.4. At Lansing, the forecast for Sunday is 12.8, Monday 12.7, and on Tuesday 12.6. At McGregor, the forecast for Sunday is 14.8, Monday 14.6, and on Tuesday 14.3. Here is a look at some local temperature and precipitation data. At Winona, this afternoon's high was 72 and this morning's low was 57. At La Crosse, the high was 79.
Okay, I'm going to head down the road a little bit. The rate of...
At Sparta.
Okay, I'm going to head down the road a little bit. It seems like this storm's going to be more active the farther east I go. So, let me head out here. Reposition, and we'll see how it looks.
The wind was south at 5 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.83 inches and falling. Across the tri-state area, it was partly cloudy with a temperature of 73 in Prairie du Chien and 73 in Plateau. It was mostly cloudy with a temperature of 65 in Black River Falls and 73 in Decorah. It was cloudy with a temperature of 70 in Sparta, 62 in Eau Claire, 65 in Rochester, 72 in Preston, and 68 in Camp Douglas. Elsewhere across the region, it was partly cloudy with a temperature of 74 in Dubuque and 80 in Waterloo. It was mostly cloudy with a temperature of 75 in Muscoville and 74 in Madison. It was cloudy with a temperature of 74 in Wisconsin Dells, 76 in Mason City, and 64 in Minneapolis. And now we'll look at your forecast for the La Crosse area. Rest of tonight. A chance of thunderstorms. Showers. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain 90%. For Sunday, mostly cloudy with showers and thunderstorms likely in the morning, then mostly sunny in the afternoon. Warmer. More humid with highs in the lower 90s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Gusts up to 30 miles an hour in the morning. Chance of rain 70%. Heat index values up to 100 in the afternoon. Sunday night. Partly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Humid with lows in the lower 70s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Heat index values up to 100 early in the evenings. Mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Highs in the lower 90s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Once again, the forecast for rest of tonight. A chance of thunderstorms. Showers. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain 90%. Taking a look at the 4 through 7 day forecast for the La Crosse area. Monday night. Partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming mostly clear. Lows in the mid-70s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. For Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. Tuesday night. Showers and thunderstorms likely. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 70%. For Juneteenth. Showers likely and a chance of thunderstorms. Highs around 80. Chance of rain 70%. Wednesday night. Mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the lower 60s. Chance of rain 50%. For Thursday. Showers likely and a chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of rain 60%. Thursday night through Saturday. Mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-60s. Highs in the mid-80s. Chance of rain 50%. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXJ86 in La Crosse, or Station KGJ95 in Winona. Broadcasts originate at the National Weather Service Office in La Crosse, Wisconsin. The current time is 9:20 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 9 p.m. in La Crosse, it was cloudy. The temperature was 74 degrees, the dew point 57. Was southeast at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.3 inches and falling. In Winona, it was cloudy. The temperature was 70 degrees, the dew point 59, and the relative humidity 68%. The wind was south 8 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.83 inches and falling. Across the tri-state area, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 73 in Prairie du Chien and 73 in Phil. It was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 65 River Falls and 73 in Decorah. It was cloudy with a temperature of 70 in Sparta, 62 in Eau Claire, 65 in Rochester, 72 in Preston, and 68 in Camp Douglas. Elsewhere across the region, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 74 in Dubuque and 80 in Waterloo. It was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 75 in Muscoville and 74 in Madison. It was cloudy, with a temperature of 75
Okay, I'm heading east on County Road 12. And if you're familiar with Winona County, it parallels the south side of Interstate 90. So that's where I am. And the heaviest part of this storm is probably going to cross 90 somewhere near Nodine. Well, the Nodine exit. So, we'll see. I know all you're seeing is black now, so what I think what I'll do is I'll turn the camera in front of me. That way, at least you can see something. NOAA weather radio has quit working. I'll have to talk a little more. So I just made the bend at, I think it's Bluebird Drive. So now I'm heading straight south for about a quarter mile. And then we'll get up next to the interstate again and it'll go east again. Catch up to this in a few minutes. We'll run through Centerville, Minnesota, which is yeah, if you sneeze you'll miss it, and then we'll end up in Wautoka, where if you cough you'll miss it. Starting to run back into the rain again. You know, it was pretty much cloudy most of the day, but still with that little bit of rain, there's a little bit of fog coming off the surface of the road. So the road's warmed up pretty good. I had a stream going last Wednesday right around noon, and there was dust being sucked up into the air out near Albert Lee, Minnesota. Okay, now we're in the little small community, I won't say little, small community of Wautoka. So we'll keep heading east here. And yes, I did notice that rather vivid stroke of lightning. If you saw it, then you want to see more weather-related systems on YouTube. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. And on Facebook, follow or join the Weather Monkey, or just Weather Monkey, because I need 100 followers on Facebook to go live. And I've never been a big fan of